Wow. Jermall Charlo, Big Charlo, admits that the rumor that he ducked Canelo or turned down the fight is cap. It's like this hat is cap. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. I dropped another group session. If you want to become part of those in the extended Ego's Army family, you need to hit the Patreon link, sign up for the Patreon or the YouTube channel membership. To become a YouTube channel member, you hit the join button below this video. Let's get it. Appreciate you guys for supporting the channel always. Now, nobody's talking about it, so leave it to your boy Ego to talk about it. Jermall Charlo posted this, and he was at the batting cages. You know.
Let me show you how to do this.
Oh wow. And look at the caption. Jermall Charlo says, "If I can't fight Cinnamon, I'm headed to the MLB." Crying emoji, put baseball. Astro baseball. So obviously Cinnamon, he's referring to Canelo Alvarez. He says, if I can't fight Cinnamon, Canelo, I'm headed to baseball, the MLB. And he put Astro baseball, Lions only, let me try out. Then the man Icy says Cinnamon ducking hard as fuck. So a fan responded to that, where, you know, the statement, and nobody seems to be talking about this, but leave it to your boy Ego to talk about it. And that's the bottom line. Fan says, didn't you turn down the fight already? Because this is the rumor spread by Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya that, you know, Charlo, the train is left or something he said. And Charlo responded, you see? Hype City, that's the guy that asked, didn't you already turn down the Canelo fight already? So Charlo responds, cap. And then the guy said, thanks for clearing that up. So he said, I didn't turn nothing down. Now, ironically enough, I just posted a video late last night, this morning. You know, I work at all times of the day, right? And it was about Sergey Derevyanchenko. And I'll put the links to this stuff in the description. But Derevyanchenko did an interview with the Boxing Insider, and I made a video about it. You guys see the title. It says Sergey Derevyanchenko on supposed Canelo showdown, because there were rumors that Canelo and Golden Boy wanted to fight Derevyanchenko. Derevyanchenko says, quote, his side did not give me an offer. It was only talk. And we're going to play an excerpt from that video. So smash it like. Them being the Canelo Man fans, they're saying that Derevyanchenko somehow ducked Canelo to go fight Charlo. So we'll see what Derevyanchenko had to say with the assistance of my trusted assistant, Money Penny.
Sergey Derevyanchenko on supposed Canelo Alvarez showdown. His side did not give me an offer, it was only talk. Sergey Derevyanchenko versus either Canelo Alvarez or Jermall Charlo has been the worst kept secret in all of boxing. The middleweight contender is coming closer and closer to making his decision on whom he will take on in the fall. Although his choice is still up in the air, Charlo appears to have an edge. For fans of the sport, choosing Charlo over Canelo would seem almost impossible. A matchup with Canelo not only brings more eyes to the television screen, but it also fattens his opponent's wallets. Still, even with the notoriety and extra zeros in his bank account, Derevyanchenko has given Charlo the edge. His reasoning behind it is simple. Charlo appears to be serious about fighting him. Canelo says yes, he wants to fight, said the middleweight contender to BoxingInsider.com. But his side did not give me an offer. It was only talk. Over the past several months, Canelo has...
Thank you, Money Penny. So as you guys see or hear from my trusted assistant, he says Canelo says he wants to fight. This is Derevyanchenko, right? Canelo says he wants to fight. but his side did not give me an offer. It was only talk. Over the past several months, this is the article, Canelo has found it increasingly difficult to land a dance partner for September. Fighters such as Caleb Smith and Billy Joe Saunders have complained that they have been lowballed in negotiations. For Derevyanchenko, he believes the pound-for-pound star never wanted to step in the ring against him. You see that? For Derevyanchenko, he believes he never wanted to fight. It was a marketing ploy, would best describe how Derevyanchenko and his trainer feel about the stunt Canelo and his team pulled. So, you guys see it. Link in the description. A marketing ploy would best describe how Derevyanchenko and his trainer feel about the stunt Canelo and his team pulled. So, this is looking really bad for Golden Boy and really bad for Canelo Alvarez. I was born ready, right? Because you have Big Charlo, who was asked by a fan. He made the joke about, oh, since I can't get the Cinnamon fight, Canelo don't want to fight me. And you can't deny that because Canelo became the franchise champion instead of what? Fighting his mandatory with the WBC, the #1 Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo had done all the steps the WBC had asked of him. And then mysteriously, the WBC announces they came up with this mythical witness protection belt. So Canelo is such a star, even though his numbers aren't coming out anymore, but he's such a star that he's just absolved of all responsibilities and he don't have to fight. He don't have to fight against the likes of his mandatory. They're going to just save him the burden. And the funny thing is, new media, we on the case. There is a video I did in the group session. Again, join the Patreon or YouTube channels. And the title is, it says, Canelo's ducking Jermall Charlo. And that's what one of my guests, Real Brother, had said. So you guys gotta look at these. These are great. We're doing the multiple, so it's not just my opinion, right? And one of the guests on that member had said that Canelo has avoided Charlo. So the walls are closing in, you see. And the funny thing is, I'm looking at the video right now. Go like that video. Go listen to the video to hear the dialogue. It has 65 likes and 24 dislikes. I put it up a couple hours ago. And the funny thing is, the Canelo man fans, the 24 dislikers, they can't explain their way out of this. They can't explain their way out of a wet paper bag. They want Canelo to, always be the victor in the situation. But these situations make it extremely hard. Charlo is telling you that it's cap. He was never offered to fight, or he didn't turn down the fight. So he put corrected the fans' notion. Then you have Derevyanchenko, who says, I don't believe Canelo really wanted to fight. It was a marketing ploy. Derevyanchenko's trainer, he says you have to go where the paper is real, said Rozier to BoxingInsider.com. It brought out a lot of intrigue and excitement. People are looking forward to seeing Sergey Derevyanchenko after his Triple G performance. They know that he comes and brings it. They almost used Derevyanchenko as an advertising piece. Smart move by Golden Boy. So Derevyanchenko was linked to Canelo to possibly fight Canelo, but now it looks like he's fighting Charlo. So Golden Boy leaked information, this is what it's sounding like, that Canelo was, interested in fighting Derevyanchenko, moving him up to 168. And Derevyanchenko, out of his own mouth, the link in the description, says Derevyanchenko on supposed Canelo Alvarez showdown, quote, his side did not give me an offer. It was only talk. So how serious are you about fighting someone if you don't actually draw up a contract and, advance the talks? But then you have Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy who will say that we reached out to somebody. They didn't say we reached out to Al Heyman and Al said no. They said we reached out to somebody. And Jermall Charlo, somebody turned down the fight for him. So now the train is left. Caleb Plant, he's another PBC guy with Al Heyman. Caleb Plant had a fight And Caleb Plant, before his fight even transpired, the week of his fight, actually, Golden Boy said we offered Canelo, Caleb Plant, just so you guys can see with me. Look, Caleb Plant says I'm free in September. Look, April 20th. But previously, look, so the pandemic ruined May anyway. But Golden Boy, they waited till Caleb Plant had a fight, hadn't even got past his hometown Tennessee fight against Fane Butts, right? And they allegedly wanted to fight him in May. And he's like, yo, I got to fight, you're not going to have me on no quick turnaround. But now Caleb Plant is out. Everybody's in a pandemic, so everybody has had somewhat of a break from live sports. The man is in shape, working out right now. As you can see, this is July 6th, so right after the 4th of July, took no breaks from the holiday. The man is in shape. He's working out right now in shape. And now they're saying Canelo could fight Quigley, Toriano Johnson, John Ryder, Caleb Smith. What happened? I thought you wanted to fight Caleb Plant. Like Jermall Charlo said, it's cap. Now that Caleb Plant he's free and he's in shape and he's still staying ready, and everybody's been in a pandemic, where's the offer? Why are you not offering Caleb Plant nothing? So Golden Boy has overplayed their hand, doing the same trick over and over and over again. Let's field out these fake offers. Look at the man in shape right now. Right now, as we speak right now, he in shape. Diesel. So you wait till Caleb had a Tennessee fight, hadn't even got past his fight in a Fane Butts opponent, and you allegedly Canelo wanted to fight him, per Golden Boy. Now he's flexing in the mirror, staying in shape, and we're not hearing anything. We're not hearing nothing about Canelo offering Caleb Plant. And you can't say, oh, Caleb Plant wants too much money, because until you make an offer, you really don't know what somebody wants. You got Caleb Plant recently, after he got past his fight, saying I'm free in September, and he's in shape right now. And like I said, the pandemic neutralized everybody, put everybody on notice and at a standstill. So this looks extremely bad. You have how many Al Haymon fighters? You have Caleb Plant. They said that Canelo really wanted to fight him, and Caleb was ducking. Then they try to make it look like Charlo was ducking. He said it was cap. And then now you have Derevyanchenko, who says it was just talk. They never really sent me a formal offer. So likely he's to fight Charlo. So like I said before, Golden Boy is going to have to get over this hump. It's all about what you can execute and produce, period. So what about what you can execute and produce? Now Caleb Plant is saying, hey, April 20th, after his fight, when everyone's in a pandemic and, on the same page, kind of, because nobody's been able to fight in America. He's saying, hey, look, I'm free in September. And now where are these offers? Now that you see the man in shape. Same thing with Derevyanchenko. Golden Boy, they tried it. They overplayed their hand. They keep trying to make it look like all these guys, and even the Canelo fans, they're making it like everyone's ducking Canelo, and we have no choice but to fight Quigley. That's not true. Charlo said it was cap. Derevyanchenko said he didn't get an offer. And Caleb Plant says I'm free and he's in shape right now. Why are these not the names being mentioned? Because Canelo doesn't want to fight them, or Golden Boy, or whatever the situation is. Canelo is 30 years old. This is why he's been criticized by Mexican legends and new media for picks like this. He's a terrific fighter, but you got to fight. You're surrounded by too much talent. From 160 to 175, the 3 divisions you've recently fought in, it's too much talent. And you talking about fighting Quigley and pandemic, and on top of that, lowballing people, rehydration clauses, catching people like Kovalev with minimal time to prepare, and he looks like a totally different fighter than the Andre Ward and Eliter Alvarez fights. This is just a terrible look. So I think everyone sees the game that Team Canelo's playing. And it's funny when I did the group Zoom and people expressed that, you know, people came, the haters came and tried to dislike the video. Like I always say, you can dislike, but you can't disprove. So far, Charlo, Andre, none of these guys are getting the Canelo fight. Where's Andre? He's signed to Canelo's label, and mysteriously, none of these names are being mentioned. And we'll look at, here's another. Canelo's fighting his next fight. They said he can't make 168 anymore. Okay. He can't make 168. I don't know if this is supposed to be Canelo, but the motherfucker got red hair and it says great value or some shit. So I don't know if that's Canelo, but I see red hair. And David Benavidez posted this graphic, you know, of all the guys. It says Caleb Plant and all this stuff. And he's on a throne. And he says, it don't matter who in front of me. I will make all of them bend the knee. So he's saying he the king with the Mexican flag behind and the boxing gloves and the WBC belt. And he's saying kiss the ring, basically. You know? And then he also called out Canelo previously, right here in April. He says Canelo Benavidez posted this. He said the best fight to make at 168. Let's make it happen. Give the fans a hell of a fight. This is Benavidez. So once again, why are we talking about Toriano Johnson, Quigley, John Ryder, and Caleb Smith, who is a champion but looked bad in his last fight? So this whole little charade that Golden Boy is trying, I don't think it's working anymore, you know, because the fans see what it is. Canelo has to fight one of the big names. He's 30, just had a birthday. He's 30 years old. You know, there's other youthful guys that people are checking for. Ryan Garcia, Tank, Devin Haney, you know, other guys who are, you know, experienced veterans now, like Errol Spence, Wilder. People are just checking for good fights. So Canelo can't continue to produce and like fight the names he wants to fight, not all while not giving the fans the fights that we're asking for, and then try to just blame it on everybody's afraid of Golovkin. I mean, everyone's afraid of him. That stuff doesn't work. He's a good fighter. But why would Vodstick fight Beterbiev? And Beterbiev is willing to fight Vodstick. But you think Beterbiev won't fight Canelo, and Canelo would have a size disadvantage because he would be going back up to 175? And, you know, why would Beterbiev not be confident in his skill set? You know, if David Benavidez is willing to fight Caleb Plant, who, you know, he was getting outboxed in the Anthony Durrell fight. So Caleb Plant has more mobility. He can move his legs and he's quick and he's athletic, right? If he's willing to fight him and Caleb Plant's willing to fight David Benavidez, then why wouldn't he fight? If Caleb Plant will fight David Benavidez, which that's my guy, I know he's willing to fight him. So if he's willing to fight David Benavidez, why would he not be able to fight Canelo, who's not even as big as David Benavidez? And David Benavidez, we can probably all agree that he has better stamina than Canelo. The walls are closing in, people. New media. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.